Good morning and welcome to the show. This is Altitude Living, where I, Sean Murphy, I walk you through the latest, the greatest, the hottest, the sexiest homes to be hitting the Foothills market. Just west of the greater Denver metro area, we go from the least expensive to the most expensive. We talk, we gawk, we highlight, we heckle sometimes, and it's a whole lot of fun. This week, another big fat list. 66 new homes to hit the market this week. When we got some ultra luxury, I'll call it ultra luxury. We've got a couple that are over 3 million. So in the mountains, top 10% of the homes from the previous year, top 10% of the sales prices, that's what I consider luxury. So for like Evergreen stuff like that, it's right around like 1.7, 1.8. So we got some ultra luxury. How many above? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 listings over 2 million. But we're not going to start there. We're going to start at the bottom here. Least expensive, and then we take it to the top. Late start this morning. It's 8 a.m. somewhere. Maybe I should just start saying Saturday mornings instead of giving myself the hard 8 a.m. We're gonna start off with 2275 Shelton Drive. Little summer cabin back in Harris Park. This is one bedroom. This is one bathroom. This is 504 square feet. Now, at this price, I'm having a hard time believing that there is a well back in there. It says it does have a septic tank. Let's see. Typically, if you see something this good, it's typically because there's either not a well or there's not a septic, and then you gotta go cash or some unique lending. But Harris Park, we're about 20 minutes back from the Loaf and Jug over by 285. And this one is rustic. I feel like this was for sale last year too. But it ain't much. I don't know if any of you guys are if this was on your list here. I doubt it. Built in 1917. She's old. 175,000 is the asking price. Good morning. I saw a couple of you guys chatting up before I got on. Yeah, I'm late. Here's the lifestyle of the realtor. Last night I was working, 5, 6 o'clock, and I looked down at my calendar for today, Saturday, and I was like, you don't have anything until 2 o'clock. So can you go to Subtronics at Red Rocks and shake your butt until 2 o'clock, get to bed at 3:30? Well, that wasn't the plan, but that's what happened. So we got Dragon Ass Sean this morning. But next up on the list, we got 12096 Elk Trail Road. It's a one bedroom, one bath, 756 property over in the Green Valley neighborhood in Conifer. Another little fixer upper. So this is just past Aspen Park, just before Kings Valley there. Built in 1950 on 1.39 acres. Here we go. All right, another. We'll just go through this one. A little bit dirt road. Living here, tucked in the hills. You might hear 285 from there too. Oh, that's all the photos they're gonna give. That means she's rough. But they're asking 249,000. Come and get it. As you guys are jumping on, do like you do. Let me know who's on, who's with me, and where you watching from. Drop it in the comments. Next up, another investment property over in Central City. This is 304 East 4th High Street. Open house today, 12 to 2. It's one bedroom. It's one bathroom. 728 square feet. Small lots over here. Old houses. Built 1900. So East 4th High Street too. Thing to note, back in the day, 1900s, this was a little minor town. They did not give a crap about parking cars or garages. So there are these two houses that they're kind of connected here. This one has a little bit of parking and not much. Otherwise, you're pretty much parking on the street. When they take these photos, a little bit of charm. You're not going to typically get a giant primary bedroom or anything in these. Garage, primary bathroom, pantry. Rooms are typically smaller. It's kind of the vibe when you're going anything mid modern. Yeah, they're not going to show the driveway because you don't have one. Street parking, a little bit rough, but if you work over in Central City at one of the casinos or Blackhawk, this is a good pick. 299 is what they're asking. 154 Apache Road. This little looks like a little shed, a little barn that's been fixed up. One bedroom, one bathroom, 400 square feet, sitting on 2 acres, built in 1963. Okay. Apache Road. We are back. Forest Estates in Evergreen. So Evergreen, Clear Creek County. The road up there is a little bit persnickety and it is heavily wooded. So sometimes these are a little harder to get insurance on. But you do have gas on this one. You do have your well. And it's cute. It's like a little studio apartment in the hills. Okay. I like it. I don't know how they eked out 30 photos on 700 square feet. I think it's cute. They did a good job. They did what they can with what they had. It is tucked in those trees though. 400,000 is what they're asking for. $1,000 price per square foot. 29772 Spruce Road over in Evergreen. This is one bedroom, one bath. Oh, we did this one last week. There's 4 days on the market. No, I know I did this one last week because I commented on the exterior. You don't get two reviews, so we'll skip this one. If you want to see any of these properties in all their glory at your own pace, just scoot on over to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com. And as you guys are jumping on, good morning. Give me some love, give me a comment, give me the thumbs up. And if you want to stay up to date on the latest, the greatest, the hottest homes each week, learn a little bit about the area. Sometimes I throw in some jokes, sometimes I'm not funny at all, but you get to learn the areas, you get to see kind of what's at your price point, and I'll give you a little bit of insight about the area, pros and cons of the property based on access, location, all that stuff. Next up is 10215 Crystal Drive. Two bedroom, one bathroom, 862 square feet. Built in 1981, sitting on 2.14 acres. Was it Hilldale Pines area? Yeah, so this is considered Morrison. Pretty much feels like Conifer, though. Up Turkey Creek to get over to Aspen Park. You're, you're probably taking South Turkey Creek this way to Meyer Ranch. It's a little bit more of a direct shot. You could take this, but by the time you get out to the highway, you should have just gone a little bit west before you went east. Cool, but really close to the front range. Typically, you have good city views over here. Exterior could use some love. Also not a big fan. Carpet by the wood fireplace. Seems problematic. Appliances are new. Cabinets A little dated. Windows look a little older, probably originals. Some unfinished basement, a blank canvas for you. Looks like you already got some plumbing for additional bathroom down there, though. Cool. 425,000. Yeah, you could live there and fix it up as you go. Oh, another property on High Street. See what I'm talking about? They did not care about parking, but this one's got a garage. You're on the end unit here, all the way at the end of East Fourth High Street. Cool. What do we got? 324 East Fourth High Street. Four bedroom, two bathroom, 1,940 square feet. Built 1900. There you go. You get the end spot there. End spot. You're on the hill there, so you're looking south. Great southern exposure. I don't like all that mining runoff there. If you guys see this on the hills, that means there's a mine somewhere around there, and all of this is the waste. So you don't want to play with it. You don't want to touch it. You're gonna see a bunch of these here. You don't want to play with it. You don't want to touch it. It's got uranium in it, so definitely don't put it in your pocket. And not the type of rocks you want to bring home. You can see all these mines. Basically, this Virginia Canyon, oh my God Road is what they used to call it, connects Central City to Idaho Springs. These are all mines along this hill. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a big deal to you, but we definitely check the water if you're rocking. Well, whatever you're rocking, I'd probably check the well. Maybe a soil test would be okay on this one. I don't want to stigmatize the property. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe check that. And you can see in these hills here, all the mine, those little hills. Fun fact, y'all know that? Fun fact. Cool. And you got some nice usable land there for Central City that's hard to come by. It looks like it has good bones, but it does need some love. Looks like it was well maintained too. Windows look updated at some point. I don't know if they're new, but they look decent. Another property, I think, for Central City. If you're looking Central City, this is good for an older house. You get a little bit of the old house charm, but the side yard, the parking, and kind of end unit. It's not really a garage, but you could put one in there. Those are the perks to this one. 429 is the asking price. 16510 Great Divide Trail over in Pine. Living on the side of the hill here. One bedroom, one bathroom, 1,140 square feet. Built in 1975, sitting on 1.22 acres. So not too far off of Pine Valley Road, I don't think. No, you're back there. You're pretty close to. Yeah, you're pretty close to the town of Pine. So 285, I'd call it probably 15 minutes to get back to Pine. Nice, county maintained road, easy, but you get a little bit of a town here. I was just over there last Sunday because I saw the Buck Snort Saloon was open. Did I talk about that last week? The Buck Snort, one of the best mountain dive bars you can find. So looks like, yeah, up the hill a little bit from up the little hill a little bit from Pine Valley Road. Nice. Goodbye. Have a great day. One bedroom, one bathroom, 1,140 square feet. You living on the edge. Probably have a good view of the valley. Yeah, look at that view. Hell yeah. At this price point, that view. I like the stone exterior. I like this one. Oh, it's cute. And the view. home. That sign just says home. In case you wake up and you're like, where am I? Oh, that's a fun little end table. I dig that. Yeah, the wood burner with the view, little lofty loft space. What was that? Is that them making a second bedroom? All right, so they got a little Murphy bed here with a little creative bedroom. I like that. That's fun if you have guests or something. Cool. This is really like a a couple or one person bachelor pad or something. Because if you're having a ton of people, friends over regularly, do you really want your bedroom just open? That's a sweet view out that window, though. Oh, yeah. The one, Sean Murphy. What up, Leonard? Man, I haven't seen you in a minute. How have you been living? You see all that, some fire at some point rolled through here, caught that hill on fire. 480,000. I think that's cute. If you're okay with being a little bit out there. If you're into mountain biking, that's a sweet property for you. 30671 Sun Creek Drive, Unit U. Who? You. Where you been, Leonard? Haven't seen you. You still going to the gym at all? We gotta get you in there if you're not. HOA fees 365. Built in. Doesn't want to tell me. Okay. Two bed, two bath, 1,174 square feet. I think we're in the High One area. Yeah, El Pinal, High One area, just south there. So easy access to the lake, to Bergen Park. Evergreen downtown is right here. Elk Meadow. You're gonna have all the elk coming through. Just nibbling. Just nibbling. Oh, if you guys saw, we did the super sick, awesome rebrand to the channel, which thus far just means change the name, change the banner, change the way we're doing the titles to the videos each week. That's about it right now. But definitely make sure you hit that subscribe, hit the bell, because as you can tell, if you've been watching me, some weeks, some months, I'm amazing at hitting right at 8 a.m. And some days, like today, not so much. 9:30 start. Cool. This is cute. The reason I put the video at 8 a.m. is one, because Saturdays typically get busy for me, especially at this time of year. It's a blessing that I don't have a whole lot going on today. 499 for Sun Creek Drive, Unit U. You want that easy in, low maintenance, mountain living. There you go. So I like to do it 8 a.m. before the whole real estate weekend starts off. And then I like to do on Saturday because most new homes hit the market Thursday, Friday, and also 8 a.m. because kind of keeps me out of trouble on Fridays, but not the last two Fridays. Last two Fridays, I've been like, super fun, Sean, and that's the problem. You got to hold me back. Keep me in the cage because when I start having fun, I just want to have more fun. And then all of a sudden, it's 2:30. I'm getting home, feed the dogs, in bed at 3:30, and then you wake up late. Anyways, 20341 Maxwell Drive. Three bedroom, one bath. Oh, the one bathroom. Well, three bedrooms in under 1,000 square feet seems like they're going to be a little smaller. 972 square feet, built in 1972, sitting on 1 acre. We're back over in the Hilldale Pines area. We were just talking about that. It's Morrison, technically Morrison. Easy access to Aspen Park. Easy access if you work down the hill. Cabin condo. What up, Robert Norris? Happy Saturday. Where are you watching from, Robert? cabins, castles. We sell it all here. Land, vacant land, unimproved land. All right. I mean, flooring looks good. That's it's taking up so much room. Maybe take this part out. Maybe you get to do whatever the hell you want. I feel like you're gonna hit your toes on that a couple times, and you're gonna be like, I gotta get this out of here. Okay. Look, keep your eyes low. Don't look at the top part of the kitchen. Stay low. And it's not bad. I don't know about that drop ceiling and those cabinets. Robert Norris. Do I know you, Robert? Robert Norris. Have you been on here before and my memory is terrible because I didn't get much sleep? My bad. If not, welcome. We're going to be part of the rebrand for the channel is I'm going to be doing a lot more hyper local stuff to speak to those that already live in the foothills. This is a good video just to kind of see what's happening with homes in the neighborhood, what things are selling for. But I'm going to start doing more videos on so live stream every Saturday, but then I'll be dropping in like new developments to the area, how that affects you as a homeowner, seasonal changes, more market update type stuff. So speaking to the people that live in the foothills currently. So I think between the peeps that watch this to get to know the areas and getting some of you, the locals, you and GGB on here to give your local insight, back me up or tell me I'm completely wrong. It'll be a dope little community. All right, there you go. Hilldale Pines, 529. Whoa. Wait a minute. Where were we? Damn, we got so many homes. I might like, if I think it's a house that I don't get many calls on for the area, I'm just gonna cruise through it. 2109 Minor Street, 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,481 square feet. That's the two plus bedrooms with only one bathroom. That always kind of hurts you. Built in 1902. Okay, so you are, yeah, right at the end of Minor Street. So this is right where that little park is over there, right by where they're putting by the visitor center. This is right where they're putting the new police station. So yeah, if you lived here, one, you kind of avoid the traffic of Colorado Boulevard, and you could just walk straight over to Minor Street and hit the downtown. That's cool. Okay. Kind of makes me sad that they kind of stripped it of some of that minor town charm. I could cross the ocean for you. Oh, that's cute. All right, and it looks like you got a little parking there too. Yeah, you got a little side parking. Yeah, nice little setup. Having a driveway in Central City or Idaho Springs, that's a flex. 535,000 is what they're asking. 14 Aspen Drive back in Bailey. 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1,176 square feet. Built in 1994. We are just off of Deer Creek. How far back? Not too far back. I think that's before you hit the school. I forget what this little neighborhood is called, like Friendly Hills or Friendship Place. I forget. Yeah, so you're just a couple. Yeah, there's the school. So you're just like 2 minutes back out to the Dollar General, Loaf and Jug, all that good stuff. All right, not bad. Hold on, I got a little app that's covering up your comment there. Can we have the Bojos for free? No, you don't get the Bojos for free. Even the gondola that they're just about to open in Idaho Springs, I saw that they're gonna try to charge $50 a ticket. That's what I heard. I don't know if they announced that and they're gonna make adjustments because $50 is crazy for one time up. I mean, even if that's all day, like if you're a biker, $50 all day, that makes sense. But one time, if you're a family of four, $200 to go up, nah, I don't see that happening. I don't see that working out well for them. It's a little blue collar mountain town. Oh, but they said we might get the residents of Idaho Springs might get to go on the gondola for free. I don't know how long that's going to hold up, but the town does do a good job of local discount pretty much everywhere up here gives a good discount. Free? I don't think so. All right, this house is fine. Windows look new. It looks clean. It looks traditional. Not a bad spot in Bailey either. Not too far up there. 1328 Clark Road, three bedroom, two bath, 1,595 square feet. We are back in Bailey again. Built in 2018. Oh, a little new over here. So Elk Creek Meadow. Oh no, where we at? Yeah, I think what do they call it? Elk Meadow, Elk Highlands, Elk Creek Highlands. They don't like to be associated with Harris Park, but they're pretty much neighbors. What do you guys got going on this weekend? Anything sweet? Don't watch. This is that time of year that I like to remind men. Don't watch the draft. What are you doing? Just at the end of the day, here's how you look at the draft. You look at the sheet on your ESPN app. You're like, oh, okay. And that's all you do. You don't sit there and watch the draft all day. That's crazy. What are we doing? Okay, no, I like the countertop, updated cabinets, updated plan. I mean, 2018, so maybe not updated, but 7 years old. Cool, beautiful views. All right. I see you. I see you. Cool. And Elk Creek Highlands, a lot of nice homes. Some, you get a good mix of primary residence or second homes back in here. Some of them are going to be short-term rentals, that type of stuff. 575 for that. Seems like a good deal. What I say was the acreage? I don't know what that means. Hey Meta, how many acres is 39,204 square feet? 0.9 acres, it says. All right, 575. There you go. All right, I'm gonna scoot through this one fairly quick. We got townhome over in Evergreen, 3116 Sulky Lane, three bedroom, three bathroom, 2,053 square feet. HOA is HOA. They don't have an HOA over here. No HOA. It says so. They probably have like a party wall agreement on these. Girl, open house tomorrow, 12 to 2. Where did I say we are? We are back in just south of the high one, just north of El Pinal. Pinal. Oh, a nice moss rock fireplace. Boom. Nice kitchen. Looks like it's got good bones and a decent view. Cool. There you go. 595 is what they're asking for. Sulky Lane. 28084 Meadow Trail. Conifer, Green Valley neighborhood, back again. 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 796 square feet, sitting on 2.32 acres. So just off of 285 here. Before you hit before you hit Kings Valley, just after Aspen Park, we just had another property pop up in here. Ranch style living. There you go. Nice metal roof. That's a nice little spread. Nice usable acreage. How long have you lived out here, Robert? What's the skinny? Did you grow up here? Where your grandma from? Where your grandma stay? Cool, I like it. A little herringbone backsplash there. All right. We could have if this was my listing. I'll get a cleaner in there. What's gonna sell homes? Bathrooms and kitchens. Get those shiny like a baby's hiney. Like this around here, this caulking. Probably should have touched that up. It's not like a big deal. You're not gonna like lose a sale, but if you can get your property look like it is just dialed in and attention to detail, pride of ownership. I mean, it looks like they have great pride of ownership. Just like go overboard with it. It makes people feel more comfortable. Nice Trex deck, nice flat landing space. Look at this. Look at this where you park your car every day. Get a car wash. Get one of the automatic car washes because the mountains be dusty. Cool. I like that spot. 600,000. That's a good home. Moved up from West Denver, Denver West. Nice. What part? Like Harvey Park, Barnum. 466 Carlin Drive, Blackhawk. 5 bed, 3 bathroom, 2,464 square feet. 2 car garage. Nice. He's live. I'm here. I know I saw you guys say no show. I will be here. I can't remember the last time I missed a weekend. Maybe like once in the past year. I just didn't come on a weekend, but for the most part, I'll be here. Built in 2002. We're at in Blackhawk, are we? All right, just off of 119. I forget this little neighborhood is called. Need to figure that out. You got like Dory Lakes, Missouri Lakes, and then this little neighborhood here. Let's see if he's got it. Mm, Colorado Sierra Alpha subdivision. Okay. But easy access to 285 or to 119 there. There it is right there. Little dirt roads though. A lot of Blackhawk as soon as you get off of 119. A lot of dirt roads. It actually kind of looks like a modular house. All right, I'm just gonna flip through it quick here. Let's see. Is this a modular home? Oh, it is. It's the second sentence. So modular home. Thing to know. Uh, Not a huge deal. You typically expect these to sell a little bit less than a frame house. I mean, they have frame, but they're just put together. Lending on these. So most lenders are fine lending on modular homes, fixed foundations, things like that, all the well, plumbing, everything like that in there. The house isn't going to drive away. It's when you get into like a mobile home or a manufactured home, like modular and manufactured, they're kind of used intertwined, but they definitely, for real estate purposes, have a, a big difference. Modulars typically have like a certificate, and an appraiser or lender, they're going to look for that certificate to show that it's modular, not manufactured, like a mobile home type thing. Anyways, that's a little fun. That's fun knowledge. 638 is what they're asking. You like the Kittredge? Yeah. Hey, Rick. Oh no, not Rick. Jared and Mel are over in Kittredge. Well, thanks, Kevin. I like that. The format was great tool for out of towners. You mean like the interviews in there? Or what part? Tell me more. 11150 Circle Drive, Coal Creek Canyon, living that canyon life in Golden. 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,048 square feet, built in 2001, sitting on 1.49 acres. Canyon life, not for me, but could be for you. And you're off the main road there a little bit, but yeah, you are right in the middle of the Front Range, getting down to like North Golden area and Netherlands. So you're in it. But if you want quiet, you want privacy, you only want to have to come down the hill maybe once a week, load up on groceries. There you go. Did you guys, speaking of the draft though, I looked last night. Four Ohio State Buckeyes in the first freaking 11 picks. That's crazy. How's it going up there in New York, Rick and Jackie? Anything exciting? Just living that dad life. All right, this is cool. I like it. It's just in the. I mean, typically see these properties in the canyon. Like, I like it. I like the views. I like the house. Uh, it's just I don't want to live in the canyon. If you work remote, that's fine. But being a real estate agent, having to go like all the way down the hill, all the way up the hill every time, too much. 649. Oh, nice. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, when I'm doing those vlogs, I typically go housing, shopping, recreation, um, shopping, dining, recreation, outdoors, and then location, like where you are, transportation. But since Kittredge was so small, it was like let's just throw the interviews on there, which I think is a nice touch. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,446 square feet. We're talking about 1832 Aspen Drive, Old Floyd Hill. Floyd Hill, one of those areas you're about it, or you're not. 1 acre, 1976 when it was built. Floyd Hill, and you're at the back of Floyd Hill, so you're not gonna have the struggle of some of these front houses in that you could hear the highway, you can see the highway. That hurts these ones down here. This one, it's just like it's a little bit switchbacky to get back in there, but you're gonna have sweet, awesome, epic mountain views. Terrain, it says you got an acre, but I mean, fairly unusable. Nice. Hell yeah. It's happening. Cool. There you go. That's a great pick of Floyd Hill. And what I like about this one, some of them are like up around that hill up top there. And in the winter, they don't get a lot of sunshine. But this one looks like it's in a position it's going to get great sunshine, especially in the morning, but then year round. I dig it. Oops. Floyd Hill, if you guys aren't familiar, like if you, as soon as you go past Evergreen Parkway, you will see Beaver Brook Canyon Road and that twinkle of all the homes on the hill there at night. That's Floyd Hill. Cool, nice big kitchen. Hey, you gotta send us a link when your property goes up. Let's look at your house. We can review it if you want. We'll be nice. As long as we don't sway a client that was gonna ooh, I don't know about that color schema. Windows look updated, good size. Other than that one room, everything was sweet. Looks like we got some Trex decking, which you definitely need on this side here. All right, I dig it. I dig it. 685,000 for 25, almost 2,500 square feet. That seems like a deal. It's just drive up to it. I mean, you might be 15 minutes to get back out to I-70, even though it only looks like half an inch on the map. 755 Rossman Gulch Road. One bedroom, one bath, 384 square feet, sitting on 16.4. Maybe like a little hunting cabin here with, with 16 acres, you could definitely hunt on your property. Rossman Gulch. All right, so kind of Morrison. Oh no, like Indian Hills. No, I just North. Okay, so this is Marshdale. So yeah, going down 73, just past Marshdale, past the schools, up in here, up in here. Cool. So probably easiest access is to get. You'd be a 285 driver. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nice metal roof. Oh yeah, this is like a getaway cabin. Got your bay window to sit with your bay. Oh yeah, that garage is as big as the house. Cool. Yeah, if you this is a great getaway second home in the foothills here. That's dope. That's cool. That's a unique thing to see up here. I dig it. 699.9 is what they're asking. 70 Jack Pine Lane over in Evergreen. Four bedroom, three bathroom, 2,170 square feet. Built in 1978, sitting on 1 acre. Jack Pine Lane. All right. Interesting spot. So this is 103 Echo Hills. So this is about like 9,300 feet elevation. Connects to right to Bergen Park here. This one's kind of in the middle. You got a couple ways out of here, but you are pretty far. I mean, you're tucked in there for being evergreen. Your fastest way out will likely be Witter Gulch to Stagecoach. Once you hit Stagecoach, it's like 10 minutes to get out back out to Evergreen Parkway, or you could take the nice, slow, scenic route up Upper Bear Creek to get you out to the lake. But yeah, beautiful drives either way that you go. Or if you want to miss all that traffic in the summer, sometimes summer traffic in the mountains Saturday morning, especially, is crazy. So you could jump on 103 from all the way out to Idaho Springs or take up, what's it called? Little Cup Creek, Little Bear Creek. There you go. That's more information than you guys needed to know. But cool, cool location. Nice, quiet back in there. Nice moss rock fireplace. All right, a lot of stone tile. That's funny. That sure is something. Yeah. That's me being, I'm not really supposed to like shit on a listing. I'm not supposed to tear it up. I can be objectively condescending, I guess. But I gotta be a little bit careful. So when I see something that's very wackadoodle, I'm like, that sure is something. Or I go, that's one way to do it. Cool. Exterior looks good. Deck looks good. Doesn't look like Trex, but it looks like that manufactured composite. Cool. Cute. Looks super quiet, peaceful, private. Jack Pine Lane, 720,000. 28574 Columbine Drive, Unit 1. Oh, look at the garage space. Green Valley neighbor. Everyone's getting the hell out of Green Valley neighborhood. What is going on? Who's the crappy neighborhood neighbor? 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,398 square feet, sitting on a 2.43 acre lot, built in 1956. All right, this one is a little bit closer to 285, so you're definitely going to hear it. But easy access back out. Get down to Pine Junction. Go chat it up with GGB at Moore Lumber or shoot on over for your major shopping just down the road, Aspen Park. It's a good spread. Garages, check. There you go. That's 285 right there for you. So, I mean, some people, it bothers them. Some people, like, if they hear the highway at all, they're out. I'm like, all right. I mean, I could barely hear it. Sounds like a dryer running in the background, but I, being a poor white from Ohio, lived, my house was right, like, right next to the highway. And my window, my bedroom, like, faced the highway. So, when I moved out of that house and slept somewhere where I didn't have, like, the constant hum of highway traffic, it was really weird. I'm like, "Too quiet, too quiet." Alright, this house looks good, looks cute, looks clean. Good access, good, usable acreage. Deck could use some love. Siding, I don't love the color, but you could do that. Outdoor space is dope. You get a little water feature, a little water fountain type thing that's babbling. It'll block out some of that noise. Yeah, big garage. Cool. I like it. I dig it. 725,000. Oh, wow. Look at this one. We got a lot going on here. Look at all those elevations on that front. 2 bedroom, 1.5 bathroom, 1,791 square feet. We're talking about 33847 Hemlock Lane, Shadow Mountain neighborhood, built in 1982, sitting on 1.61 acres. Back of the road, probably back into some national forest here. Yeah, it's some national forest. I didn't even know I could do that till right now. That's a nice feature. Cool. That's the other thing that people like. It's like, well, I don't need a ton of acreage if I'm like backing to um 500 acres of Stransky Ranch. I guess it's not public land, but nobody's really going to be hanging out there. All right, let's go. Unique property. Can't tell if they built it like that or just add on after add on. Kind of looks like they built it that way. All right, nice views. All right, this is cute. I dig this little tuxedo cabinetry. It's light, it's bright with the little sunroom area. That's my yoga spot. Cool. Yeah, I like the kitchen. And laminate counters, but they look clean. They look good. I like this. Nice. Cool. All right. We see you, Hemlock Lane. Look, oh yeah, the outdoorsy space. That's dope. If it gets too windy or something like that, you can close off the. That's actually a good idea. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting something like that in my backyard sometime this year. Now that I got that giant tree out of there, I want to be able to watch UFC fights on the weekends with the boys out back. Oh, nice metal roof. Oh, big garage. Oh yeah. Cool. I dig it. 33847 Hemlock Lane, asking 725. I think that's a cute property. I liked it more than I thought I would. 6321 Arapahoe Drive. We're over in Evergreen. 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,715 square feet. Nice moss rock fireplace there. 1.12 acres, built in 1975. Where are we? Cool. Back Buffalo Park area. So you got a couple ways you can get out. One, beautiful drive up Buffalo Park Road past Three Sisters, all kinds of hiking, mountain biking, all kinds of good stuff. Or if you want to avoid the high school traffic, you could come down Columbine right here and then choose your adventure. Go back up Brook Forest to Evergreen, probably about 12 minutes from there. Or you could take Blue Creek, sorry, South Blue Creek Road, and then cut over to 73, and it'll take you right out to Aspen Park. Good central location. You're not really by anything, but you're not far from everything, if that makes any sense. Cool. Split level. I'm just not a fan of the split levels. I could get over it. I just like to be able to have like 5 pairs of shoes by the door. All right, it's cute. Cook, eat, clean, repeat. Cool. A nice, big, expansive kitchen with the flow to the outdoor entertaining area. Check. I like that. Cool. Nice big basement. All right. Flat usable land, water features. Nice. Cool. All right. I think exterior could use some painting. Excuse me. I think it's burped in the mic. Exterior could use some painting, but other than that, like super cute. And I like the location. It's quiet back in there. 770,000. We're still on page one. Good grief. All right, I'm gonna blow through this one. 30553 Sun Creek Drive, Unit 5W. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,044 square feet. HOA is not telling me what the HOA is. Oh yeah, 350 a month HOA. You're right off of the LP&L South Highlands, Highwan area. Cool. It is a townhome. It looks like it's been updated. Nice trucks. Oh, that's cool. Nice trucks, decking, two-car garage. Cool. Asking price is 775. Hey, everybody take a quick coffee, fill up your coffee, bio break. I gotta dump this coffee, pour my purchased coffee into it, and I will be back in 30 seconds. I'll let the dog out real quick too. But if you guys want to, you could gawk here at 5939 Skyline Drive. Be right back. All right, we back. This house does look like it belongs out east. We're at an Evergreen, are you, Robert? There's this one house if you're going up, 65 past Soda Creek, going Soda Creek, kind of going back to connect to like where Brook Forest. Now you gotta go. I don't know, but if you're heading west on Soda Creek, right before you do that squiggly turn to the right there, that house at the top of the hill there, it looks like it's like should be in California in the hills somewhere. I don't know what made me think of this. You saying that, but yeah, it doesn't kind of fit the mountain vibe. But let's look at it. Let's talk. Let's gawk. 5939 South Skyline Drive. That's a fun name. 593 line South Skyline. I like that. Evergreen Meadows. I like that. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2,096 square feet. 1.55 acres, built in 1946. Okay. So Skyline Drive is just more like the forestry part of Evergreen Meadows, which I like. I don't really love being in the meadowy part out here where you're catching all the sun directly to the face. Everyone, harder to walk around your house naked. But back in here, go for it. Oh, yeah, you know the one I mean? Yeah. Cool. All right. We got the white cap view. Coffee time. They have like coffee time. Oh, this place loves signs. All right, I like this flow. This chair just sitting here looking out. It's kind of maybe it's just staged, I guess, but okay. Did they have that sign twice? Did they put the same farmer's market? They did. This stager needs more material. Looks like they just went to Home Goods. Got two of everything. Okay. That was so confusing to me at first, but that totally makes sense. The slider goes there. You only walk out to the one side. Huh. Cute. I like it. I wouldn't touch it. I like the charm. Yeah. Yeah, up there. What's that neighborhood called? Foxton or something like that? Fox Trail. It's got that gate. I think that's how you would access it. All right, nice usable acreage. I agree with Robert. Kind of stands out. 775. All right, little townhome. We'll zip through this one. 722 Riverside Drive over in Genesee North neighborhood. So, really great, easy access to I 70. Two bedroom, two bathroom, 1,595 square feet. 545 monthly HOA. Built in 1966. Cool. So, like I said, just right off of Genesee Trail Road, right off of I 70. This is where that like amazing mountain view is there, and you sometimes see the buffalo. But we're gonna zip through this one here. Two car garage, nice, looks clean. A little bit, I mean, not super outdated, but not super new looking. You get the little clubhouse over here. Yeah, the clubhouse, the pool is cool. Pond, pickleball courts got resurfaced a couple years ago. Come and get it. 775. Open house today, 11 to 4. Oh, this one looks fun. 13009 South Parker Avenue. You got that ranch style living. Three bedroom, two bathroom, 2,286 square feet. Open house to 12 to 3 today. 6.05 acre lot. I like that. Built in 1952. Ooh, we are kind of close to 285 there. What do we got over here? All right, you do have a nice little spread though. Nice usable acreage. All right, I could deal with it. I don't know what this is. It's just the county road stuff here. That's all right. I'm okay with that. You will hear 285 though. Look at all this pine beetle kill. You guys see all that brown in there? That's all pine beetle kill. That's crazy. Wreck and shop over here. Three-car garage hauler. Yeah, Crossroads Bar and Grill. What's the winery down in Bailey? That place is really good too. Even that Golden Pine, I think it's called Golden Pine. For Chinese food in the mountains, coming from a white guy from Ohio, I think that's some good Chinese food over there. I think it's called Golden Pine. All right, we got a little rustic vibe. Again, though, if you're not sure-footed, easy access, ranch style living, it's got charm. Probably time to do something with the wood paneling. This is fine. That's nice, nice. You got the grandkids over. You got tons of room for a big table. I like this one. Primary with a sunroom. I like it. That looked like a waterbed setup. And you guys still rocking what happened to waterbeds? They were so popular and then gone. Nice sunroom. Yeah, that's a cool hang. Sunroom with the TV, get some yoga in. I like that. Cool, cool, cool. Keyboard battery low. Let me try. Oh no, I'm gonna have to get a different charger. What's this? It's not USB-C. It's one of those. I don't even know what the other one is. The thin, skinny one. Shit. All right. Well, we'll get through this next property here. I gotta go grab a charger. Aha. Aha. Shoot. Now I still need to go get. All right, we're gonna figure this out. We'll do one more. 775 open house, 12 to 3. We're getting through it. All right, last of the page, we got Columbine Avenue, 570 Columbine Avenue. Lookout Mountain, always a fun neighborhood. You get some unique stuff over there at Lookout Mountain. 3 bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1,806 square feet. Days on market, 16 hours. So hot, so fresh. Built in 1963, sitting on 1.17 acres, just off of Lookout Mountain Road, which I really like. So you're gonna have that city view, the twinkle in the distance there. Not they're not too far distant, but really easy to get back out. I like this area just because some of the houses are a little bit rough, a little bit unique. Some of them have really cool views, and I don't know. I think it's just a charming little spot and super easy access to get back out to I-70 without having to pay like Mount Vernon or Genesee home pricing. All right, we made a decision with this siding, the color scheme. Cool photos are giving amateur, but it's cute. I could see past a less than professional photo session to see that this house is cute and well maintained. 2-car garage, nice room, nice usable acreage too for the area. That's about as green as it's ever gonna get up there. They got chickens, they got a little homestead up here. Yeah, we get it that green up here for maybe like 3 weeks tops. Cool, I like it. I hate the color here. And who puts a dog door in the front door? Oh, I guess that might be the back door because if they're coming in through the garage, let's go back. Yeah, the back door is kind of the patio. Big wraparound deck. All right, I take it back. 570 Columbine Avenue, asking 779. All right, real quick. Let me go grab a charger block for this. I'll be right back. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Guys, I cannot find. Sorry, my laptop. My keyboard's gonna die. I gotta run out to my car to get a charger thing. Sorry, guys. Thank you for your patience. We'll be right back. All right. Sorry, that was terrible. I have so many of those charger blocks everywhere, and somebody just keeps moving them around. But we're back. All right, let's get rocking and rolling. Page one. Here we go. Like what I say, we had like 8 properties over 2 million. Gadzooks. Who's holding the bag? Who's ready to throw down? 6151 Kinney Creek Road in Evergreen Meadows area. 4 bed, 3 bath, 2,522 square footer. Open house 1 to 3 today. Built in 1960, sitting on 1 acre. We are back past Skyline Road here. Similar, we just did one off of Skyline Road, so more nestled in the timbers. Evergreen Meadows. But easy access to the lake, easy access to Aspen Park. All right. We went rustic with the roof there. Oh, we went fancy Trex decking though. Good view. Hot tub. Nice. Okay. Cool. Appliances look new. Cabinets look, I don't know, not terrible. It's nice quiet back in there. I mean, nobody's really driving on Skyline back there unless they live back in there. And you're kind of far enough away from 73 that you're not going to see or hear it. All right, all right. I'm kind of lost in the sauce on the flow of this house. All right, but it looks fine. I mean, some updating can be done. Some stuff looks good. I like that type of property. Get a good property in a good location, and then make the updates that you want. Sometimes getting what was that? Might be just storage back there. This is like the smallest little door. Sometimes you get something that's been completely flipped and it's a little bit soulless. Wouldn't you rather just pay a little bit less, get something that needs a little bit of work and make it your own? That's my vibe. Cool. Kitty Creek Road, 799 is the asking price. 237 Road B back in Pine. We got a little Did we do this one last week? Nope. Three bedroom, three bathroom, 2,145 square footer. Sitting on 12.08 acres. I like that. Built in 1981. Holler. Oh, you're back in there. So you're taking Elk Creek past Staunton State Park there. Get a little bit of moose back in there, I've heard. But yeah, you're kind of equal to Harris Park. Probably 15 minutes to get back out to 285. But then you're right by Pine Junction, hitting up Crossroads Bar and Grill. Good brisket. Cool. I like the view. I like the flat usable acreage. Very quiet back in there. Good for stargazing. Oh, this is their workout room? Okay. Workout, meditation. What do we have in here? Okay. Interesting. Cool. All right. Some updating could be done, but look at that spread. That's a good entertaining in the kitchen as your guests chill and hang. Okay. I don't actually hate that. It's kind of fun and quirky. All right, I think it's cute. Big garage, nice. Oh yeah, you living on the edge. Look at that. I mean, it makes me a little bit nervous if you have dogs that would like to run like crazy or kiddos. I guess they're just sliding down and just really just a steep fall, like probably like 10, 15 feet there. They'd probably survive, hopefully. I mean, that's dope though. Is that a safety hazard for you guys? Something like that? Is that concerning to you? Might be dope sled riding. 835,000. Fun. That one was fun. Oh, we got it listed twice. Oh no, I just clicked the wrong one. What an idiot. 7573 South Sourdough Drive. Three bedroom, one bathroom, 2,680 square feet. If you're looking for a starter home, maybe this sourdough starter works for you. That was stupid. I was trying. I tried. Built in 1982, sitting on 2 acres even. Sourdough. Get that money. Right by the homestead, which means you get easy in, easy out. You might be able to hear you're gonna be able to hear the hum of 285, but really great access to Aspen Park and back down the hill. Robert Norris, have you ever been to the Bucksnort Saloon in Pine? Have you ever heard of it? If you had, that's I feel like that's street cred. Mountain street cred. The place was closed for 3 years, and I was so sad. I was like, "Somebody please buy this place." It's a vibe. And so is this one. I don't know if it's a good vibe, kind of a unique vibe. I don't know what's going on. See the little hole up there? That caught my eye. Uh, Floors look like they've been looks lived in, right? And sometimes the ones that have been lived in, sometimes the photos do them a lot of a great service. But then you get there and it's good from far, but far from good. Oh, nice. Yeah, the buck snort is I mean, it's just imagining the people that used to go back into that place like 100 years ago. It's just crazy because it feels crazy secluded now, but back in the day, which was a Thursday, even wilier. I think that's a word. All right, this place is cool. Looks like it might have some, you know, quirks to it. A bunch of stuff that might show up on the inspection, but we'll know when we get there. Cool. Sourdough Drive, 850 is the asking price. 6686 High Drive. Is that rust on the front door? Interesting. Four bedroom, two and a half bathroom, 2,629 square feet, 2.25 acres, built in 1971. We are right off the Homestead neighborhood. So, again, easy in, easy out. Go over to what's the dive bar? Sit and Bowl, another good dive bar, or Mac Nation. Never been to Mac Nation yet. I can't. If I go to Mac Nation, I need to know where I'm gonna be for the next hour and a half because that will tear my stomach up. Cool. All right, we got a little horsing around over here. Nice, flat, usable, meadowy acreage. Okay. Whoa, rustic charmer. Oh, you. That's a knee slapper. Always kiss me goodnight. Okay. Okay. It's hard. I'm losing the flow of the house here, but exterior looks good. Exterior looks painted. Looks like we have some composite decking, uh, cute fence, brick pavers, big barn, horsing around. I hope you horses know how good you got it out here in these hills. Nice. Cool. 850, 850,000. If there was a house for $850, you would be the second to know after I bought it. Four bedrooms, three bathrooms, 3,155 square feet. We're talking about 89 Carroll Court over in Blackhawk. All right, we probably got a little bit of acreage. 3.34, built in 2003. What's that gulch called? Troublesome Gulch? Gamble Gulch. We're on Gamble Gulch here. Looks like you're up a little dirt road. I feel like I've been up here. Is this the same listing? Yeah, I've definitely been up here. So it's dirt road, not bad. Quiet, county maintained. Not sure who maintains Carroll Court. I feel like this one was relisted from last year. I'm 90% sure I've been up here. Let's check it out. All right, deck looks like it needs some love. Siding as well. Cool. They put that fireplace on the pedestal. All right. Cool. Cute kitchen. Good. Check. Check. View. Awesome view. Check. Carpet looks good. Carpet looks clean. Bathrooms. Okay. Sweet dreams. Good size primary. Oh, we got the yeah, I remember this one. It's got the copper snake foot tub. Cool. All right, cute. 859 is what we're asking for. Carroll Court. 23301 Shoshone Road. This is a Indian Hills property, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,056 square feet. I'm guessing 1956. 1937. Okay, original homestead. 1.83 acres. Where are we? Cool. All right, right between Indian Hills and Kittredge. Go over to Kittredge, get yourself an Amano coffee. What else is over there? They got that s- what's it called? Smoke something, smokehouse. Shit. Switchback? Switchback. Switchback's steakhouse. I hear they're gonna be opening the Black Hat Cattle Company again, which to me was one of the best steakhouses up here. And then other than the chop house at Blackhawk Casino, that thing's dope. But when you get over to Kittredge, you're only about 6 minutes to Evergreen. Also, like one of the perks of living right over here by Kittredge is if you want the cheat code to get to Red Rocks, it's right here. So if you're like Sean Murphy last night, staying out way past the bedtime of a 42-year-old man, you could just come up this Bear Creek Road. Beautiful drive and skirt out of there, avoid all the traffic. Cool, let's see the house. Looks like it's got the original homestead here, and it looks like it's been added onto. A little galley kitchen. Cool, I like the sunroom and it's heated. I like that. I don't know, the ceiling seems low and slanted there, but I feel like it feels kind of cozy. Very cabiny vibe. I like this though. If you want to just lean into the mountain vibe, here you go. Cool. Probably a rental. Yeah, uh, somebody who's using this as a short-term rental. Those windows are so old though. You gotta replace those. Drafty as hell. Yeah, this is like what I said, like leaning into the mountain vibe. That's probably why this was a great short-term rental. Very cabiny, very cute. Cool. Open house today, 12 to 2. Asking price 865,000. 33623 Smith Road over in Pine Junction neighborhood. Go get some of that brisket over at Crossroads. Pizzas are good there too. 3 bedroom, two bath, 1,787 square feet, sitting on 2.65 acres, built in 1986. You are back there right by Nova. I'm so stupid. I was just thinking, I know Nova means no go, right? So I was trying to make a joke in my head about if no va means no go. Is how do you say go? It's not va, is it? Is it va? Am I stupid? I I'm not smart. I just try hard. All right, we get some older photos. Somebody help me out. Is it just va? All right, we got some iPhone photos. I have this really nice like soundboard over here. Never once have I put any sounds on it. Let's play around a little bit today. Well, I'm gonna screw things up.
See that? Is this changing my voice? Looks like a voice effects. It says Monster. Sean Monster Murphy. Somebody help me out. Did it change my voice? What else we got? Let me pull this over here. Oh, anything. We got small robot, large robot. Small robot. I'm not even talking about Smithford, but good acreage, good usable. There you go. Alright, let me turn that off when we go back.
Okay, I think I'm back. Cool, cool, cool. What other options do I have? Oh, I could do this for my bad jokes. All right, Smith Road, good location, good house, good usable land. The photos are what's leaving something to be desired, but cool. Easy in, easy out for being back in Pine Bailey. 1-1 Foxtail Circle. This is over in Blackhawk, 5 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3,663 square feet. I'm gonna cruise through this one. I'm gonna cruise through the Blackhawk ones. You guys hardly ever call me about Blackhawk, so I'm guessing nobody really cares. But let me know if you do. 1.07 acres. We are back in. Hey, you're living that mountain life. Not only are you up past oh, you're right before, right after Missouri Lake, right before Dory Lakes. Yeah, you're not too far back there. That's not that bad. Probably 15 minutes to get back out to Central City. Cool. Looks cute. Good flow. This couch right here is kind of throwing me off, but all right, maybe a book nook. All right, I like this one. It's got some charm. Family. The roots of a family tree begin with two hearts. Oh. All right, I said I was gonna fly through it, then I took my time. All right, cool. 111 Foxtail Circle, 8.99 is what we're asking here. All right, we got 6374 Kenyon Drive. Bow, 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 bow. I feel like I should be able to hear it too. I can't hear it on my end. This is a three-bedroom, two and a half bathroom, 2,618 square footer, sitting on 2 acre lot, built in 1978. Kenya Drive, right by Kilimanjaro. All right, so you are kind of back in there. Are you in the Timbers neighborhood here? Mm, no. All right, so you're kind of like Marshdale, like right. I don't know. You're right in between Conifer and Evergreen. A little bit ways to get back to get to like the lake and stuff like that, just because you get a little drive to get out of there, but not bad. Probably 15 minutes to get anywhere there. Let's check it out. Okay. Look at those rock outcroppings. Those can be your rock outcroppings. Big old garage. Okay, what do we got going here? Ah, the flow looks weird. Boom, boom, boom. Let me do this sound when I saw the interior. I'm gonna have to go back and watch my video now to hear how these things sound. I should, yeah, you feel like I should be able to hear this shit on the output. Cool, good view. Just the flow seems a little bit off to me. But I like the rock outcroppings. I like the outside. This is one you just got to go tour and get a feel for it. Okay, okay. Cool. 6374 Kenya Drive looking interesting. 925 is the asking price. Okay, Pinecrest. Nice red metal roof. 30282 Pinecrest Drive, 3 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2,602 square feet. Sitting on probably like a .8 acre lot, I'm guessing. Hey, Meta. Hey, Meta. Oh, I guess my Meta turned off. All right, whatever. Built in 1981. Let's check it. Oh, let me show you. Where are we? Okay. I got something to say about this area. So, right off of Evergreen Parkway, just past kind of the commercial area, you get your Starbucks, you get your true clean car wash, Home Depot, all that stuff here. Now, the reason I think that this area is interesting is because you see the hill here? So very north facing, and this is really tucked into the hill there. I haven't sold anything in this little nook. I've looked at plenty, but I feel like it's an area that's going to be hard to get insurance. And during the winter, it can get, I mean, you're just not getting much sun up there. Yeah, see how you're on the hill here and you got a big hill behind you? Like you're not going to get much sun at all. So if sun's important to you, not the area for you. Yeah, you can see how steep that hill is behind you. Well, yeah, you typically have a little bit of a view there. You can see just right here by my cursor. That's going to be I-70, so you will hear it. Cute house, though. I mean, it's very cute, though. Interesting. Okay. Cool. I mean, views, I like the deck, like great summer hang. I just for me, it's like I just get so cold if I don't have any sun coming in. Like extra cold. I don't know why. Cool. All right. Well, it's a cute house. One of those ones like drive up to it, see if it's the right one for you. 939,000 is the asking price. 593 Ridgeside Drive, Unit 593 in Genesee neighborhood. One owner ever, they said. Well, how old is the place? Built in 2002. All right. They must have liked it. Two bedroom, three and a half bathroom, 3,938 square feet. That's like more than double my house for this condo. Yeah, like a little clubhouse. I don't know if we really had many of these come up on the channel before. 545 month HOA. I feel like there's another at the bottom of the list that was over here too. So easy access out. You got the clubhouse, pickleball court, pool, all that good stuff. Two car garage. I mean, almost 4,000 square feet for a townhome. This is like easy access to the mountains. You don't want to have to work on anything. You got a big old deck. Who doesn't want to have a big old deck? And then all the elk will be out there just nibbling. Two ovens, double oven. Wow. Gas fireplace in your. Oh, you got the mountain view too. All right, that's dope. This place is huge for a condo townhome. Decks on decks, giant garage. Damn. Yeah, I haven't looked at any of these before, but these are dope. Cool. $939,900 is not as dope, especially with a $545 monthly HOA. I mean, that's probably like 60 to 80,000 worth of price reduction. Say you're pre-approved for 900,000 and then there's a 500 monthly $500 monthly HOA. That probably knocks off about I'm guessing 60,000. Don't quote me on this, but around like 60,000 on your uh, loan eligibility because you got to account for that monthly cost. 16687. Ooh, Ray. I know I'm not saying that right, but I love to say, ooh, Ray. We got a little pond, three bedroom, two bathroom, 2,752 square feet. Says it's got a spa, 4 acres, built in 1994. Did we do this one last week? I don't think so. All right, down by yeah, I think we did this one. Down by Pine. There's a couple like real nice properties coming up on in Pine. There's another one like right at the top of this hill here. I think we did that one last week, but there are some gems. I forget. All right. But you're probably like 15 minutes to get back out to 285. Maybe we didn't do this one last week. All right, we'll roll with it. Welcome to the mountains. Double oven. Double fridge with a beverage cooler. Okay. Snakefoot tub, nice shower. Who thinks of this shit? It's just okay, we're gonna put a bucket with I forget what those purple wildflowers are called, and just say blessed on I don't even know what that would be. Just tongue and groove. We'll paint it white, and we're gonna sell that. All right, deck needs some love for sure. It's gonna get worse. All right, cool. I'm pretty sure I did that one last week. That's a free advertising, additional free advertising for Ure. Sinton Road. So we're up at the Echo Hills area. 4 bed, 3.5 bathroom, 2,830 square feet. Let's play the game. What's my elevation? I'm gonna guess 93. No, wait. Let me look at the map. Uh, I'm gonna guess 89, 8,900. I should. I think it. Did I say 93 the first time? I should have stuck with my gut. All right, so you are up. Yeah, you're up. 103 here, back in Echo Hills area. So 103 connects to 66, takes you right out to Bergen Park, but it's about 15-minute drive, a little windy. Going 30, 25 to 35 miles an hour on there. You got a couple switchbacks in there, so it's Clear Creek County, similar to Floyd Hill, Clear Creek County, good views, charming. Oh, I think this was a rental too. This one was available last year. I definitely looked at this with a client. I forget why we didn't go with it. It was nice. Let me see if I could figure it out. Oh, driveway. I think the driveway was super short and steep. Yeah, like that's very steep. I thought that said whale. Just calling somebody a whale in the bathroom when they're naked. You fat ass. That's funny. That's my type of comedy and motivation. Anybody else? I think it's a Midwest thing, but one of my love languages is shit talking in a very endearing way. And the girl I'm talking to now, she's also an Ohio girl, and she gets it. You know, what do we got? Sinton Road, 950,000. It's cute. I think like relisted it with another agency, but other than the driveway, not bad. Like it'd be very hard to get an RV up there, I think. 950. Oh, but I have like a like yeah, like I like people talking shit to me and you know, not in a jerk way, but just some friendly shit talking. Wait, we already have a $120,000 price drop. First day on the market. This doesn't make sense. 4.19 acres. This is 1447 Coyote Circle. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 4,142 square feet. So they had it at 1.1, and the first day they came on the market, they dropped it to 980. I'm not sure if that's a tactic or this motivated seller. Welcome all offers. All right, we'll dive in. Where are we at? Oh, we're back in Black Hawk area, kind of like Dory Lakes back in there. Motivated seller. Oh, these cabinets are all wonky. All right, some new cabinet doors. I don't know what the hell they're doing here. Got that all bricked up. This is giving. I got this for free somewhere, and then I just put a bunch of bricks in there, and I made it work. Yeah, look at this trim. Looks very DIY. Good from far, but far from good. That's what it's giving. Go check it out yourself. But the shower doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I mean, that view's dope. Cool. Looks like we got some new carpeting, some views. I like this. I like that. That's cool. All right. Interesting. Come check it out. This is Coyote Circle, $120,000 price drop day one. Motivated seller asking 980. Watch me screw this up. 34628 Lytle Dawdle. I got it. Lytle Dawdle Drive. Coal Creek Canyon, living that canyon life in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, 4,205 square footer. Built in 1996, sitting on 1.79 acres. Lytle Dawdle. Little Dawdle? Lytle Dawdle. I'm going Lytle. Okay, so you are in it. Because you're not even in that canyon life. You're that road between two canyons. So you got 119 right here, Coal Creek Canyon, and you're in the middle. It's called Gap Road for a reason. You're bridging the gap between those two main roads. But very quiet. Decks on decks on decks. Roof looks good. Looks well maintained from the outside so far. Cool. I like it. It's just a little far out for me, but if you're maybe retired or work from home, homeschool the kids, whatever. Second home. I mean, this is a big second home, but okay. Nice snake foot tub. Windows look updated. Tons of space and very quiet back in there. You don't have a ton of acreage, but it's fairly sloped anyways, right? Eh, yeah, you're good. You're good. You're fine. You're fine. 995,000 for 4,205 square feet of goodness. Lytle Dawdle. Snyder Mountain Road. 385 Snyder Mountain Road. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,332 square feet. Sitting on 1.99 acres, built in 1999. I don't know why I said it like that. This is kind of Witter Gulch area back in here. A little, it's up the hill here, a little bit switchbacky. I mean, not really, not switchbacky is probably not the word, but a little bit of elevation from Witter Gulch to get up here. Good southern exposure, typically nice and quiet back in there. You're likely coming out and hitting Stagecoach to get back out to civilization, or you could take the long, windy route on Upper Bear Creek. Beautiful homes, and then hit the lake. Choose your adventure. Oh, we did this one last week. No, we for sure did this one last week. Go look at last week's video or just go to my website, moxiepropertygroup.com, and you could dig into this one. But I mean, sometimes I clown on the artistic photos, but this one's nice. Well done. 1,050,000. Manitoba. Hold on, I want to check this one too. All right, different Manitoba. We had a Manitoba a couple weeks ago, and that was like on the cliff. I think Lark was selling that one too. So we're good though. 30889 Manitoba Drive. Open house today, right now. You got 26 minutes. Get your ass over there. It's a 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 3,622 square footer. Sitting on 1.54 acres, built in 2000. Manitoba. Cool. We were back over in here just at the beginning of the video. Buffalo Park Road out to Evergreen High School, Three Sisters Park. You could cut down through Columbine, little, narrow dirt road, but it's easy enough to get out. Take Blue Creek to get over to Aspen Park or Conifer High School, or just skirt up Brook Forest and miss the high school traffic. Cool. I like the 3-car garage. I like the view. Yeah, I like this too. Like some people, when we're looking at houses during the day, they're like, I don't know if I like seeing these houses. I'm like, wait till it gets dark. I was having this, I think it was Will and Shelly that came out to say what's up and do a recon trip with me. Haven't seen them on in a minute. Will and Shelly, are you there? But yeah, they felt the problem with a recon trip is you're gonna fall in love with some houses and want to move faster. That definitely happened to them. But we were looking at a house that had, like, an awesome epic view. We're getting there right at dusk, similar to this, and then they saw all the lights, like, starting to twinkle, and they're like, "Oh, we get it. It's dope because it's all black, and then you get the little twinkle of the houses. It's cute." But, yeah, that is like, if you guys are thinking about making your way. "Oh, what up, Shelly? Holler." You guys did fall in love out here, didn't you, Shelly? Not only with your funny, charismatic, charming realtor, but the houses. I tell people, you come out for a recon trip, it's if you're, like, thinking about moving to the mountains, you come out, you hang out in Evergreen, Conifer, Bailey, one of these towns, you're like, "Oh shit." You fall in love too easily. Dope view. 1,125,000. You got 23 minutes to get over there for the open house, or you could hit me up. Go to my website, hit contact us, boom, fill it out, tell me what's up. I might as well just do the shout outs real quick. Or you hit me up on my wireless communication device, boom, right there. You email me, scroll by fence, pigeon carrier, and follow me on Instagram. You guys were fun, Will and Shelly. You guys were fun group. You guys were looking at fun, funky, quirky houses. I like that shit. 940 South Spring Gulch Road, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 3,651 square feet. We got 10.33 acres. Are you ready? Built in 2007. All right. Spring Gulch Road. Oh, okay. Uh, yeah, okay. So right past Idaho Springs here. 103 actually. This is the highest elevation, like drivable road in North America, right out. I mean, not too far from me, just a couple turns from my house. But they've had it shut down for the past couple years because they needed to re-engineer how the road sat because the heat and the cold was like buckling the road all the time. So they used some like Scandinavian design to like raise the road. They've been working on it for 2 years, but it's going to be open here, I think in June. So you can drive up the highest elevation drivable road in North America, which is pretty dope to have right there. But Snyder, what's this road called? Snyder Spring Gulch Road. It is a dirt road, but this is cool because you're not too far up it here. So once you get to 103, it's easy. And it does get a little bit wily the further back you get here, but not here. This is a good spot. It is north facing, but it'll be nice and quiet, not too much traffic up that road. And you got Idaho Springs, which is a dope little town with the gondola. I wonder if the gondola is showing up on the oh yeah, they got the gondola showing up on the map now. Boom, look at all those biking trails up to the top here. They're putting in like a little music venue, 300 seater, food trucks. Look at all those trails. And I did this bike thing, and I'm not a big mountain biker. Some of this shit I thought I was gonna die. And when I got or like last week, I found out that these are all these trails right now are like blue and black, black diamond, like yeah, blue and black diamond, just like ski hills. I'm like, that makes sense because that was a little scary. So that's dope. Anyways, going back to this, I think there's a lot of upsides going on in Idaho Springs. All right, you're living on the hill, north facing, not too much sun in the winter. You got the telephone wire there. I was adopted, fun fact. I could use some help too. Every time I get somebody that has like a her husband or the wife or somebody does like contracting or they have a dad that they're like, oh, my dad will come do all this stuff for me. I'm like, oh, I wish I had a man in my life that could get shit done. Raised by women. I was raised by women over here, so I know a lot of prep football cheers for cheerleading because my sisters were cheerleaders and I'd always hear it. I know how to play Mall Madness and Dream Phone. Shamefully, I in Dream Phone, you had to pick a guy that you wanted to call you, and, like, looking back, it was so weird. I always picked the same guy, Steve. He was freaking cool, but weird, weird things for me. All my cousins were girls, so when I got my first house, I was like, "Alright, I'm gonna get a fixer-upper, and I'm gonna learn all these skills." And then I tried, like, putting in a new door to my garage, and I'm like, "I need to call a professional, or I'm gonna ruin this house. I'm gonna make it worse." Alright, I haven't talked anything about Spring College Road, but, cool location, little mountain view, just far enough away from town that you won't hear to see it. I mean, I guess everybody is kinda going close to your house there. Yeah, check it out. Steve, I know. Hold on, let me pull him up. How embarrassing. Uh, Dream Phone Guys. So weird. He had the this is terrible. Why am I doing this? Well, I'm oversharing. Steve had the JTT type hair, right? There's Steve. He was cool. Bruce, tough name. Some of these clones. I mean, look at my options, right? Who looks cool? Steve. Anywho, let's go back. Also at 1,150,000, you could get this lovely home on Lookout Mountain. Looks like an oldie but a goodie, some usable acreage here. Three bedroom, three bathroom, 3,069 square feet, sitting on 3.47 acres. Nice, built in 1993. All right, you're gonna hear. I thought I was gonna love it, but you're right on I-70 there. I mean, you're down the hill a little bit from it, but it's still there. I guess it's not so bad if you can't see it and hear it. Cute. What did I say? This age? 1993. Oh, I thought it was gonna be older. Okay. Nice. I like the office. Well, I'd want to have doors. Oh shit. I'd want to have doors there, but I like the office that kind of overlooks the driveway in the front area. Cool. Nice. I mean, tons of cabinets. Why would the stager put a chair in front of the fireplace? Cool, cool, cool. Carpet in the bathroom. I mean, especially right here. That's the gross spot. Because we all know that boys splatter a little bit when we pee. We all know that. Don't you guys know that, right? Cool. All right. I like it. I like it. I like everything except how close it is to I-70. Yeah, it's I-70 is right there. Uh, is it worth 1,150,000 for a mountain home that close? I don't know. Maybe. No, I don't. I actually don't think about that at all when I meet a Steve Shelley. All right, now we're getting weird here. There we go. Uh, when I was younger though, I was so mad that my name wasn't Zach or Max. I thought those were cool names. I got coffee all over my face. You guys gotta help me out. If I got stuff, I got a bug hanging, a monkey in the tree, something like that. Somebody help me out. All right, we got a beautiful view over here in Conifer. Four bedroom, three bathroom, 2,409 square feet. Sitting on 39.92 acres. Hell yeah. Built in 1993. Oh, Kings Valley. We're going to play the game. All right. Let's look at this property line because I don't see anything over in Kings Valley. Oh, this would be a fun one to drive. Oh, look at this. Right at the top of the hill, you have all this. And this is a big hill. This is like a drop with rock outcroppings. Very switchbacky. So this is west facing. So the sun's not really going to start helping you out on that driveway until the afternoon. But this is going to be dope. I already know this is going to be great. Let's see how high elevation we are. Let me look again before I guess. Oh man, I'm going to say 8,900 again. I'm going to go 8,900. Whoops. Come on. Oh, close. All right. If it was the showcase showdown, I would have done well. 9,000. And I like to pull these up because just lifestyle changes a little bit the higher you go, especially if you're north facing and at like 9,000 feet, like Sinton Road or Floyd Hill, some of those. But what's nice about this Kings Valley Conifer Mountain area is you're south facing, so you get tons of sunshine. I mean, this property is going to get sun all throughout the day. This is a gem. I think this is a unique find. And a three-car garage. Okay. I know some of the flooring, because it's like it is a vibe. Like the flooring to the wood walls to the stone. Like sometimes you see it like here, you kind of see they were trying to do something, but that flooring to me doesn't really match the tile, the countertop, the the tongue and groove. You know, sometimes you like fashion. You see somebody's trying to pull off a look and you're like, mm, not quite that. Cool, sweet, awesome. I mean, a little bit of work, but I mean, that's a one of a kind property. Not a bad location, close to Aspen Park. Go down to get some brisket at Crossroads. Easy in, easy out, easy to get kids to school, get down the hill to work if you had to. But you got 39 acres, south facing, beautiful views. Like that's dope. I think that's I mean, that's probably, Pikes Peak. You can see all the way down in Colorado Springs. So it looks like a little bit of work might be needed, but I think that's a decent price. I don't know, 2,400 square feet, almost 5, I don't know. 1,199,000. I'm gonna take a quick bio break. I gotta fill up my water too. Give me 45 seconds. I'll also get you set up with the next property here. Oh, what happened? Oh boy. 99, no. There we go. Oh, we got some nice ones coming up here. Okay. There we go. Take a look at these three peaks. Three Peaks Road. BRB. There we go. All right, all right. I was just clowning on you, Shelly. I said, what, I had to like mention you by name for you to join in the convo. This is our community. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate you. Am I good now? Good now? I think I'm good now. It looks like it's moving. 1555 Three Peaks Road. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,516 square feet. 26.23 acres. Gadzooks. Built in 2019. Oh, we got a new home here. Three Peaks. Looks like you only got 2 roads. Ooh, Robinson Hill. Okay. Let's look at, I mean, anytime you see that, I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of switchbackiness. And it's west facing, it looks like. Southwest. Mm, you need that's a four-wheel drive territory. I mean, a lot of this dirt road on Robinson down here, it's not too bad. But then, I mean, that driveway's crazy. I had another YouTube client that was up somewhere up here, and I thought for sure, because they had like teenage daughters too. I thought for sure it was gonna be a no-go when they saw the access. But she's like, Sean, I want to live on the side of an effing hill. I'm like, all right, done. But some of these roads, just trying to find where they were. I don't know. Some of these driveways get wily up in here. Look at this one. Look at this crazy one. What? That view is probably crazy awesome. All right, back to the show. 15553 Peaks. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's gonna be a 3 hour show. Golden, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2.5 bathroom, 2,516. I already did all this. I already showed you where it's at. Let's look at the house. All right, focus. We gotta cut down some of those trees to open up that view. I mean, you should probably cut down some of those trees anyways for tree mitigation. Nice little gated property. All right. I feel like that's lying. I feel like that's a drone. Oh wait, no, that's a waste pipe. All right, I'm lying. Beautiful. Especially when the shadow the clouds are rolling through and creating the shadows like that. Oh my gosh. Show us what it's really like though. Let's see the views from the house. Lovely kitchen, peninsula, island. I was gonna make a Gulf of what do we call it? Gulf of America now? I was gonna make a Gulf of Mexico. I'm like, you got a peninsula, you got an island. Next, just need a Gulf, and sometimes I'm reaching for a joke and it's not quite there. But you got to try, right? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. All right. Cool. This house looks clean. Oh, geez, look at that view. Like the bedrooms don't look grandiose, but that view, is God's creation out there. That's amazing. That's great. I love it. Yeah, see, this makes sense to have a sitting room in this bedroom. I'm typically so against them, but that freaking view, nice, nice, nice. You could hunt on this land. You do you do a lot with 27 acres. I love it. This is sweet. Buy land. They're not making more of it. 1,295,000. Heading over to Indian Hills. There's got to be something going on with this acreage. No, just about one. Built in 2009. This is 4150 Aztec Road, Indian Hills, a 4 bedroom, 4.5 bathroom, 3,273 square feet. You got 1 hour to get over to the open house. Oh, no, actually, it's tomorrow. 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. tomorrow. Let's check it out. Where's she at? All right, so right between Kittredge and 285 here. Nice. A lot of great hiking, more quiet back in there. Good southern exposure. Kind of at the top of the neighborhood. Looks like you have a giant house behind you. Oh, giant barn. All right. A little bit of horse poop smell. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Cool. Log cabiny vibe. Nice usable acreage. Cool. The logs look good. The deck looks like it could use a little bit of love. It's actually nice that you have this big overhang because in this area, that sun is fierce. So if you give a little bit of protection to that siding and the floors on the interior, that'd be great. All right. I'd say this is one like I was talking about. It's like we got this style of wood, we got this style of wood, we got this style of wood. I'm not sure if they're all meant to be with each other. What do you guys think? I'm no interior designer. I dated one, and then I feel like I absorbed some of her powers. A little pantry, okay. Maybe we need to paint the cabinets. The cabinets are just kind of blending in with the walls there. Thanks, Shelly. It's because you got great taste, girl. Wash and dry. Some of my clients, I know I told you guys this, but I like quirky, wonky, not wonky maybe, but quirky, charming, a little bit of rustic charm. Yeah, I like a house that might have a ghost in it. Like mine here was built in 1924. I like that vibe. Some of my clients, I take them into something, I'm like, "Oh, this is fun." And they're like, "No." They want modern, they want updated, they want everything like clean and not funky. I'm like, "Okay." It's just not as fun. So looking at houses with you guys was fun. All right, Aztec Road, 1,300,000. Champagne taste beer budget. It is crazy how as they get more expensive, you start to like them more. 29972 Troutdale Ridge Road. It's a 5 bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,210 square footer. Troutdale neighborhood is just behind Evergreen Parkway. This one was built in 1991. $8 monthly HOA. I think you could swing it. But this Troutdale neighborhood right behind the Safeway up on the hill. I think there's like, I'm just guessing. I think there's like 50 homes back in this neighborhood, maybe less. I mean, it might be closer to 30. But yeah, nice quiet. Nobody's coming back in there unless they live back there. And then easy access to Evergreen Parkway to get back to the lake. So good central location. Lots aren't very big. Kind of like Genesee, kind of like you feel like your neighbor's right there. GG, I'm sorry. I got this like something like plugin thing that's like hovering over my text and I can't get it to go away. Share your referral link. No, we're not doing that. Oh shit, I screwed something up. All right, let's go look at Troutdale Ridge. Yeah, so you could see like there, you could see your neighbors. Some of them will have a like a lake view. I don't think this one does. Got all your chores done. Well, I think I'm gonna change. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna change the video because I have been bad. I typically super disciplined Sean Murphy, but there's been a couple of just shows that I wanted to go to, and I'm kind of back in like a show kick. So I went to Jenga, No Good, and then last night I went to Subtronics at Red Rocks. Awesome. So yeah, it's affecting my Saturday morning a little bit. But I'm gonna say Saturday mornings. I'm gonna shoot for 8, but maybe I'm gonna just drop the 8 so that I don't feel bad. What do you guys think about this shower? It looks like a steam shower. Um, I think that's probably pretty cool because sometimes when you're taking a bath, you're cold outside. So like a steam shower bath, I think that's kind of cool. What chores did you get done, GGB? We had 0 Berlin Ranchettes properties hit the market. Yeah, looking at this deck, it looks like it could use some love. You see a little bit of rotting discoloration here. I'm just guessing. I'm not an inspector. Also, these trees with the limbs overhanging the house, they're not big fans of that. They do like where you cut up at least 10 feet from the bottom in case there's a ground fire, but those are pretty close. Cute. All right. 1,325,000 open house tomorrow, 12 to 2. All right, I'm gonna move through this one fast. Juniper, Genesee Central Neighborhood, 2290 Juniper Court, 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 3,409 square feet. Similar to Troutdale, this is the other neighborhood I was referencing there. Smaller lots, so this looks like it's what, maybe 0.75 acres. $237 HOA fee gets you access to the clubhouses. There's 2 of them back there. Rec center. It is, I'd say, even more so than the Haiwan neighborhood. This is probably the most like persnickety HOA about what you can and can't do with like outdoor structures and fencing and stuff like that. Double oven, but it's very beautiful. Another area that nobody's coming back here unless they live here, and everyone does a good job of upkeep at their house. Cool. All right. Nice, well maintained house. 1,375,000. Peggy, 30281 Peggy Lane. 4 bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 1,600 square feet. I think this might be more because one of the issues with using homes.com is on this, they only show the finished square footage. Actually, that might be right. It might be 800 up and 800 down. Actually, that does look about right then. But yeah, on homes.com here, when I'm telling you guys this stuff, unfinished square footage isn't included, which is kind of lame. I know some states don't include like the basement and stuff like that in their square footage, which I think is silly. We do out here. I'm just gonna look it up here on the side. 308,281. Oh yeah, I'm right. Yeah. So it's 3,200 total square feet, just 1,600 finished. I might look for a different website so we don't have to have that issue. 2.42 acres. 6 car attached garage. Hell yeah. end of the road over here. Nice, nice quiet area. So just past the high school, Hatch Road, little community back in here. It looks like you're at the end facing west. Nice nature windows. I dig all that. Which one you going to? I did get my Bailey Pine Hollow listing under contract. It is contingent on the buyer selling their house, and they are over in Berlin Ranchettes. I'm not gonna tell you which one, but I'm really rooting for a home over in Berlin Ranchettes. Cool, cute, big slider. I like to invite the outside in with a big sliding accordion door, accordion window, even better. Huge, huge garage. Cool, cool, cool. Your primary, big old primary. Tons of parking, flat usable acreage, nice entry, private. I dig it. Can you dig it? Shad. I always like saying Shad's name because I've never met a Shad. It's like, and I'm not knocking him. I like Shad a lot, but it's like Chad, but even more whatever that element would be. Chad, but Shad. I don't know. 1,425,000 what they're asking over here. Open house today. You got 49 minutes. Get your butt over there. You could watch my video on the way. All right, now we're getting into the fun ones here. Here we go. 29310 Buchanan Drive. Highwan Hills, 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 3,315 square feet. Says it's a hot property built in 1970. Looks like a little over an acre. Egyptian. I don't think Shad Phillips is Egyptian. Nice guy though. I'm not knocking him. The open house 11 to 3. Let's check it out. Oh, I didn't tell you where we are. Highwan Hills. I like the Highwan Hills area. One of my favorite neighborhoods. Close access to Evergreen. This one's kind of at the back of the area too. Easy to get down to downtown, the lake, or back out. Good location. Okay, I like this. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. This is pretty sweet. Yeah, for a great location like this too. Nice house. Got some character, got some charm, has some views. Really? That's the first Shad I ever met. Let's name some other, I don't know, unfortunate names or unique names for dudes. Clem. I had a buddy named Clem. I think he went by CJ. Yeah, he went by CJ. Another kid who went by RJ. His name was Raynor. Raynor? Raynor. Typically, those ones I feel like are family names. This property's dope. I like it. I love the location. I love the views. You can see Elephant Butte over there. We've got a haircut when it got caught on fire a couple years ago. I like the stone facade. I like the big garage, little studio up top, high definition, thick THICC roof shingle there. Good access. I like this property a lot. Decks on decks with the hot tub. This might be my pick of the week. 1,425,000. Send that to somebody real quick. How can I share this? Cool. Dope house. Let me text that to myself real quick. All right, 96 Bristlecone Way. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 3,326 square feet. Built in 1996, sitting on 1.16 acres. Let's go. Oh, we're down to 4 people. I think people start dropping off at the $1 million price point, or they just get sick of hearing me talk. This is over in Blackhawk. I don't get a ton of calls for Blackhawk, so we'll zoom through this. It looks dope though. Nice kitchen. Yeah, well done. To me, it's like such a shame because I don't really want to live in Blackhawk. It's just a little bit further too far away from my business, but you typically get nice houses, nice views, nice acreage. Property taxes in Gilpin County are awesome. Wow, that is dope. Yeah, sweet house. It's just a shame it's in a location that's a little too far out for me. Yeah, this house is super sweet. Super unique too. Like you got the two-car garage and also your deck here is kind of acting as if a carport. Let's go through it. It is dope house. I like the railing with the wire so you can see through it. Look at all those windows. And you can open them. Who was that? Was that you, Shelly, that said you don't like the portrait windows? You want to be able to open them? All those open. There you go. Yeah, I like what they did with the beams up top. See, this complements each other. Like the stone, the supports or whatever you freaking call those. Cool. Look at that office. That's a great office. Walk out, stretch your legs. Offices, small houses, small spaces. I mean, this isn't just, oh, the office is in the bedroom. I'd put a door. Cool. Dope house. 96 Bristlecone Way, 1,450,000. Cleaning the windows though. Well, they make that good like spray stuff you could attach to your hose. It does a pretty good job. 317 Lamb Lane, Lookout Mountain neighborhood. This is what I'm talking about, Lookout Mountain. Sometimes you get like these old rundown homes, and then you get something that's like bussin'. Oh, this one's built in 1972. It kind of looks like a newer build. 1.56 acres. And I like it. You're far enough away from the highway. You're not going to hear it. Probably got a city view over here. Look at those retaining walls. I mean, that's probably, I'm just throwing a number out there, $80,000 in the retaining walls. Well, actually, it looks like you can see the highway from there. Right through there. Yeah, those you're talking about. All right, let's talk about I probably this is the season. Let me see if I have one here. All right, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. Those are conifer seed bugs or conifer pine beetles. I forget what they're called, but they're super docile. They basically just like I don't know what I clicked off something that took me out of the studio. One second. So the conifer pine beetles or conifer seed bugs, I forget what they're called. Super docile. They don't bite. They're not really stink bugs. They don't smell or anything like that. They just basically crawl into your house. I just pick them up and toss them back outside. They don't do anything. But compared to no, I got them in when I lived in like a little cabin on Brook Forest Road. I got them a lot. Here, I don't know, maybe I'll get them less because I had to cut down my 80-foot tree out there, but they're harmless. They don't bother me. And you gotta think, we don't have the mosquitoes that you guys do. So don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. What's that say? I can't read that. Nice big primary. There you go. Big old walk-in closet. The cutest little platform tub. I'm not a fan of these open showers. I know I say it every time I see them. It just looks so cold. Give me doors. And my girl actually said, I'm a big fan of the rain, like head shower. She's like, yeah, she has one, but she also has like the little spigot thing on the wall. She's like, she uses like the regular traditional shower much more because girls don't always want to get their hair wet, right? Yeah, those guys are fine. Have you guys noticed anybody out here noticed that the hummingbirds sound different? Well, the male hummingbirds out here sound like Star Wars TIE fighters, like you. Oh, and you got a little pool hot tub? You got a big old hot tub. This is dope. Lamb Lane, looking fresh. That hot tub does look pretty far. I guess you come out this bottom door. Nice spread. That's a good spread. Oh yeah. I like it. 1,475,000. 27291 Molly Drive. The Wiz Khalifa song. I'm looking for Molly. Four bedroom, four and a half bathroom, 4,969 giggity square feet, 17.05 acres, built in 1992. Where are we? Where is Molly? I'm looking for Molly. Richmond Hill corridor. Oh, it looks like you're probably 10 to 12 minutes back in there. Yeah, yeah, I stand on that. I think this is dirt road too. Once you get down here. Oh no, that's paved. There you go. Paved or gravel or something. There you go. Turns into dirt right after your house. Nice. Cool. Nice paved driveway. Good usable acreage. Okay. Cute. Okay. Double oven. Gigi, what are you talking about? They're back. You talking about the pine beetles? Are they called conifer seed bugs? Pine beetles? No, I'm telling you, like the mosquito thing. Some people are like, "Oh, we still have mosquitoes." I mean, yeah, some areas if you're by a body of water or some a pond or something like that, but for the most part, no mosquitoes. And it changes the vibe so much when you can at night have the door open. I mean, you're gonna get some little moths and stuff, but you gotta charge it to the game to be able to have your door open or just sit outside and not just be swatting yourself. I mean, that's a huge perk. Huge Benny. Cool. Deck looks pretty good. This looks like Trex down here. I like it. I like the bricked up pavers for the yard, like the decks, I like the view. I like the driveway. Nice. I dig it. Four bed. Oh, I'm sorry. That's 1,599,000 Hummers. Oh yeah, yeah. I just heard a couple the other day. The girl I'm dating now, she's like, "What was that?" Her dog is like freaking out because he's never heard those things before. Just like he barely sees them, freaking out. Oh, look at these windows here. Panorama. Wow. Okay. 21946 Panorama Drive. You're not kidding. Look at those panorama windows. Actually, I don't know what panorama stands for. Isn't panorama really wide? I guess that's a very wide view, even though they're tall, whatever. Four bedroom, three and a half bath, 4,455 square feet. About point 0.8 acre lot. Panorama Estates. Where is that? Oh, Lookout Mountain area. Okay. Another Lookout Mountain property. Nice. Good spot off the main road there. Cool. I dig it. I dig it already. Super fun. Solar up top. Three-car garage. Good flow from the kitchen, the windows. You'll have that twinkle of the city I'm always talking about that I love. Hummers. I was just gonna say it does give some of these houses that you walk into, yeah, it feels like a hotel lobby, and not always in a good way. Sometimes it just doesn't feel like homely because I like this. For a second, I was like, "What?" But I like this. This is cool. Yeah, I like this a lot. I dig it. Get the textured wallpaper. I forget Shelly and Keegan, another couple. I think they're from Austin. Yeah, they're from Austin. They were always commenting they don't like the rounded drywall, which is funny to me. I'm like, I don't know. Typically on the nicer houses, you get the rounded drywall. Nice outdoor sitting area, theater room, dope, big bedrooms. This is sweet. Yup, dope. Panorama. It's a winner. 1.9 million is what they're asking. I know it was kind of loud, but it's cool. What do you mean? Who's that busy? Oh, no, you have to look at it. Let's see if we can make your photo bigger. 32680 El Dente Court, Soda Creek, lovely neighborhood. 6 bedroom, 5.5 bathroom, 5,880 square feet. Gadzooks. Built in 1997, sitting on about point 0.8 acres. Hey, Meta, I think my battery died on my glasses. Cool. Oh, where are we? We are okay. So right off of Bergen Parkway, right off of 66. I called it. Oh yeah. So yeah, right off of Evergreen Parkway. I like it. So 66 what turns into 103. So really great location, but far enough away that you're probably not going to be bothered by the traffic on 74. And you got this huge elk meadow right here. So all the elk coming through just nibbling. If you look up this road, if you guys are driving here, you'll see that old, like, I don't know, just like a horse shelter or something like that. But it looks like super rustic and charming. It's a beautiful view. If that thing ever burns down or is taken down, it'll be sad. That's a cool little view. So let me see. Let me get the little guy. Look at that. That's gonna be your view. There's that little shelter there. This is just a gorgeous view to drive in the morning or at dusk. Cool. And that's your view. Sweet. Nice concrete tile roof. That's great. You're gonna see the herd all the time right there. A bunch of good hiking trails over here too. At Buchanan Park across the street there, that's where they have all kinds of events in the summer. You can just walk over. So amazing location. Nice deck. I like the glass and the metal railing. I liked the bathroom. Okay. Little too funky, too busy for you guys. Look at that. I could wake up to that. And that'd be an east facing view. All that beautiful sunshine in the morning. You could sloppily drink wine in here, spill it on the carpet, or murder somebody, and just wouldn't even see it. Nice walkout. Cool. Oh, little carnival tent there. Cool. This is nice. This helps you not get that death drip from the rain or the snow up top. Needs a hot tub. Cool. Dope. I like it. $2.1 million. I like when I don't have shit to do. I don't have anything to do till 2. I like just being able to go through all these with you and not feel rushed. 261 Whiskey J Hill Road. Open house tomorrow, 3 to 5. Super cute. 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 4,656 square feet. Sitting on 4.51 acres, built in 1976. Where are we? All right, Upper Bear Creek. What is this road right here? 487. I don't even know what that turnoff is. Oh, Upper Bear Creek. I was thinking of Brook Forest Road. All right, so Upper Bear Creek, past Glen Eyrie. Is this the entrance with that little like bridge you have to go over? Little narrow wooden bridge? No? Huh. I don't know if I've really ever gone up that road. Interesting. Cool. I dig it. Good location. Got the solar, got the stone facade. I like that. Big old tongue and groove beams. Big old moss rock fireplace. That's dope. Some people that I have had, some people like too much. If that was river rock, I think it would be too much. I like a giant moss rock, but if you wanted to be able to see through to the kitchen or something like that, good luck taking that shit out there. Okay, sweet. Yeah, that whole like Link's Lair type area, and this is just down the road from there. Great views of the Continental Divide. Cool. Very nice. Those are little AC, what do they call them? Split something. Because if you have the boilers like this, I know I've said this before, but if it boilers like this, you can't hook up a central AC to be able to, use the ductwork. So if you have a boiler, we've been seeing more and more of these things, which is cool. I like it. I mean, I like it better than I don't like central air. I'm not a fan of central air in the mountains because with central air, you want to keep all the windows closed. So, and that sucks. That's lame. We got all this beautiful pine smell. White carpet with kids. Bold choice. Cool. Love it. Yoga spot, sunroom, view. Dope. Nice circle driveway. Okay. Sick. 2.2 million for Whiskey J Hill Road. Open house tomorrow, 3 to 5. That's sweet. 359 Parkview Avenue. Lookout Mountain. Lookout Mountain is popping off right now. Four bed, four bath, 4,179 square feet. We've got so many options for you guys this year. I don't think I've had a list under 50 since January. 2.07 acres built in 1905. She's old. Cool. Lookout Mountain, easy access to get back out. You get the Mount Vernon Country Club there, which is dope. Very nice country club. Probably got the city view over here. All right, little mountain modern. Those windows are probably new. Whenever I see like the black window sills, I'm like, that's probably like within 5 years. With the accordion windows, perfect. Got the city view there, the twinkle Trex deck. Yeah, they put some money into this. This house is built in 1910, it said. Crazy. Beautiful. Yeah, no DIY here. Whoop. I love this. The primary facing east. I love getting up before the sun, getting up with the sun. Absolutely gorgeous sunrises. Sweet house. Dope. Love it. Good privacy too. Great driveway. Big old garage. Love it. Good. I at first this first picture I was like, ah, maybe a little too mountain modern, but they did a really good job. 2.249 million. 2,249,000 is the asking price. Dope. 974. Oh, we got some waterfront property here in Golden. Where the hell are we? 974 Spring Ranch Drive. 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms, 4,988 square feet. Sitting on 7.32 acres, built in 1994. Spring Gulch Road. I know that. Oh, okay. So you're gonna come in by Genesee Park exit here. Um, what's that? What's that exit called? Chief Hosa. Yeah, so between Genesee and Evergreen Parkway, you got this little neighborhood here. I've seen actually Will and Shelley, we went down this road. It's a real shit box. Terrible property. Not this one. They got a lion and a cheetah, water buffalo. Jesus. That's a lovely room of death. Zebra. And that's looks like a real zebra. Zebra. Yeah, see, like the River Rock, I don't love the River Rock as much. It looks too busy. But a cheetah, I guess it still is, but a cheetah used to be my spirit animal. And the reason is, not a cheetah, I'm sorry, a zebra. The reason is a zebra, you see a zebra, and you're like, that's a zebra. A zebra can't hide who he really is, you know? You gotta be yourself. Double oven. But then I saw all the Nature is Wild Instagram reels where the zebras are just getting mashed by lions and crocodiles and stuff. I'm like, is that me? Cool. All right, looking good. Lots of space. 2.35 million is what we're asking here. I'm gonna take one more quick bio break. We got like five more. One, two, three, four, five, six, six to go. All above 2.5. Let's go. 30 seconds. Everybody take a quick break. Take a bite of your sandwich. Fill up your coffee. We'll be right back. All right, we got six to go. We got air horn. Let's get my air horn going. Bam, 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 bam. I don't know what that sounds like. I can't hear it. Why can't I hear it? I don't know. Anyways, we got 5277 Mountain Vista Lane. Oh, is this that new development right off of 74? Maybe. 5 bedroom, 6 bathroom, 4,887 square feet. Built in, I mean, new last year. Yeah. Yeah. So this is right before you go right past Brook Forest Road before you go up to kind of the Wakini, um, Marchdale area. So great location. There's a bunch of real nice houses over here, and I think they have a good little view of the Continental Divide. And we'll see. But yeah, all these houses are pretty much new back in here, and they look dope. Yep, there you go. This one's still being finished. This one looks like it's still getting worked on. Dope houses. Giant Island. There's your view. That house is kind of in the way of your view. Looks like a steam shower. Dope. Oh, that's a sweet little nook. I feel like you should have the window just slightly lower though. That's a vibe. Put your wine on the little shelf here. I like that. Very intentional design. But yeah, with the animal heads, I typically say like, hey, if they have that many, I'm like, you're moving anyways. Let's just get them out of here. I don't care. Some people might care. I don't think it's gonna affect them buying the house or not, but I don't know. It's just off-putting to some people. Cool, beautiful, well done. 522 or 5277 Mountain Vista Lane, 2.65. It's better than the dolls. Some houses you go into and there's like, oh, you go into a room, it's like the whole bed is just full of dolls, and you're like, mm-mm, I don't like that. Okay, look at this 25700 Mount Vernon, so kind of like the Lookout Mountain area. Look how private this feels. Look at that outdoor space. Look at that. You get a three-car detached and a three-car attached garage. 4 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, 3,710 square feet, 5.62 acres. I mean, that's really all you need. Built in 1984. What a great year to be created, says Sean Murphy, who was built in 1984. Year of the snake or the rat, I think. Cool. So yeah, great location, close access to the clubhouse here. Wait, where is the clubhouse? Oh, right there. Is that the clubhouse? No, because they've got a big outdoor pool. Oh, that's there you go. Look how sweet that clubhouse is. Huge, huge. I think you do have an HOA over here. Um, no HOA. Okay, you're outside of it. Nice. All right. I like the roof, the tile roof. Siding looks good. Pavers are awesome. That's great. Huge open floor plan, giant island, all those nature windows. Yeah, dream garage for sure. What I like to have in my garage, I like to have like the sitting area on the side. I like to have one of my like garage spaces that's just kind of like a chill area with a TV so you could hang out in the garage, work on shit, watch MMA or football or something like that. Another garage uh section for the gym. I like the gym where you can open up the garage door and work out outside if it's a nice day. The gyms that are in like a looks like a storage room, I'm like, I'm not gonna work out in there. I need to be inspired. It's funny, we have a bunch of woodworkers up here. Some of these woodworking shops are dialed in. Cool, love it. Love the flat usable acreage. Hot tub with the like the wind blocking it. That's a great hot tub space. Super private. Gorgeous. Love it. 25700 Village Circle. $2.75 million. These are sweet. I'm glad I'm not having to rush through these today. 6136 Stone Creek Drive. A lovely 4 bedroom, 5 bathroom, 6,510 square feet, 3.89 acres. This is in Cub Creek Ranch. That's a little gated community there. 3.8 acres, 417 monthly HOA, which seems kind of high for like a non-townhouse, non like condo community. So HOA, road maintenance, snow removal. Okay. I don't know if I've been in this community before. Where are we? Yeah, I definitely haven't. So it's kind of up on Bear Mountain there. So you'll take Little Cub, yeah, Little Cub Creek, and just keep going right at the end there. You might have more of a city view here. Sometimes you have both up here, which is dope. All right, cool. All right, beautiful. Some of the exterior landscaping is just, hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're like, geez. Wow. I just don't have this many people in my life, period, let alone in Colorado, to necessitate 6,000 square feet. I'd probably make some friends if you got a dope house like this, some great Gatsby shit. I mean, we're lost already. These houses are so big that's like, I have no idea. I tell my assistants, I'm like, when you're putting the photos in there, I want you to kind of like guide us, not just jump around all the rooms of the house. Like, guide me. If I can see from the front door, if I can see the kitchen, take me to the kitchen. Yeah, totally. Me too, Chris. What up, Christian? Christian Alley. Yeah, kind of guide me. Like, let me see the next room that I'm seeing from that photo. Try to take me through. But yeah, that's crazy. I think they do probably have a 3D tour on here. I mean, at this price point, they should. Anyways, 3,225,000. What a big dog. What do you got going on this weekend? Two to go. Here we go. 524 Humphreys Drive, doing the hump. Oh shit. Sarah Scott Wilson dropping two $3 million properties. She's got this one and this one. Dang girl, get it. I feel like I've heard her name before. 524 Humphreys Drive, 5 bedrooms, 7 bathrooms, 7,422 square feet, 10.07 acre lot. Built in 2006. Humphreys Drive. All right, so Soda Creek neighborhood. Just as you're heading up 66, you'll take the, I'm mean, 65. Soda Creek is 65. And down this little community. I thought they have like a community pond over here or something. I know they do. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, that house that I was telling you guys about. I was talking to, I think, Robert Norris. It reminds me of Bobby Moe, Robert Morris University in Pittsburgh, I think it is. But there's this house as you're coming up this road. You see this house up top here, and it's such a. I think it's this one. It's such like a big white house. It looks like it would be in California. Just it kind of doesn't fit in. I did sell. Where's the other house I sold? I know you guys don't care, but I care. Oh no, it's up this way. So I sold this dope house back in here. Can't even see it. If you're going up, you take this turn, little gate here, super private, sweet house up here. But there's one right above it. This thing here. This thing is so big and white and stucco. It just does not fit in. Anyways, this one here, let's get into it after a long delay. Nice, nice, nice. Sitting in the hot tub watching Sean. What do you guys typically? You guys throw me on the TV? You guys watch me? I feel like this is an iPad or TV show here. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my stats real quick on the side. YouTube. Oh, sick view. That's great. 2 islands. Cool, nice mudroom. Drop the gear. I mean, the location, they're kind of putting some of the price into the location, but so I mean, what I say, 7,000 square feet too? That's crazy. All right, nice house, huge house. Crazy. Good location, crazy house. And what I like about it too is some of these properties here, where are we at? Some of these over here are what's lame about them. You get a couple up on this hill here, and they're just so on the hill that you can hear I-70 right behind. So feel like this is south facing, and you got the hills and trees behind you, so you're not going to hear it. But then easy access. If you want to go west, I-70 is right here. 3.65 million. All right, hold on real quick. Let's go see where you guys the stats on this channel are so bad. Audience, see more. I should be able to see which devices you guys are watching on. Here we go. 60% TV, 22% computer, mobile. Okay. That's about what I thought. Yeah, I feel like this was more of a TV video here. Anyways, all right, let's keep going. We got one to go. Lastly, but not leastly, because it's the most expensively. Oh no, we got two to go. 4150 Lakota Road over in Indian Hills. Jeez, I bet you they got some acreage. 35.34 acres. It's a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom, 5,941 square foot. Banger. Built in 2008. Indian Hills. So, oh, at the end of the road here. So nobody behind you. Only a couple houses on that road. And it's not really the way to get to any other area. So probably super quiet. And then, yeah, just down Parmalee Gulch to get out. Go sit at the Sitting Bull. Is that a home generator over there? That's the biggest one I've ever seen. That's what she said. Sorry, guys. I had to. That was terrible. Double oven. Awesome. Oh, look at that little like giant bay window. Yoga spot. Check. Steam shower with the bench. All kinds of bench windows, bay windows. Little dance room. Okay. Looks like we're putting on some classes here. Nice, beautiful. Wow. And the city view over there in the distance. Killer. $3.75 million. And lastly, but not leastly, because it's the most expensively. Oh, look, we got Sarah Scott Wilson with the fourth and third most expensive. Then we got Kelly Anderson throwing down the second and most expensive home. Well done, ladies. 4213 Namble Road. 5-bedroom, 10 bathrooms. Yeah, it looked like a Generac. I mean, pretty much all the home generators I see are Generacs. 5 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, 1,500. I'm sorry. This house is so big. 13,506 square feet. 13,000 on 70.42 acres. Holy crap. Built in 1999. Holy crap. Basically just on the same road. That other one was right here. Great hiking, great sunshine over here. Jeez. 13,000? Okay. Do we have any rappers or anybody running daycares, fraudulent daycares or health cares that have the millions of dollars for this? It's a vibe. I bet you that has radiant floor heating in there, which is great. Yeah, I'd almost guarantee it. I don't see any type of vent. So radiant floor heating, which is my favorite. That's a dope room to watch a storm roll in. Holy primary. You could play cornhole in your bedroom. Uh, Something about a kid having a room. I've never in my life had a bedroom that big. Something about a child having a bedroom like that. I'm like, gosh, how do you keep them humble? I mean, I don't have that problem yet, but soon I want to be very wealthy and then have kids and I need to get on that shit right away. But I feel like that's always the struggle of a very successful parent to keep their kids humble and hungry and gritty. Whoa, jeez. You got to have like tons of helpers. Yeah, you could have like a servant quarters. Crazy, insane, awesome. Well, as you guys are heading out, that is our most expensive home of the week. 6.75. Thanks for finding me on the new titled channel, newly branded channel. Don't forget to go over to the moxiepropertygroup.com. If you guys want to get started on your real estate journey, you hit me up, contact us, my favorite button. You could also check out the team. Who the hell is Sean Murphy? Hey, there I am with my fat face. I need to get a new one here. Sean Murphy is the coolest real estate agent ever. You're going to absolutely love him. We're crushing it so far this year. We cover one of the largest geographical territories of any team that I know. So from like Wood, I mean, this is just a small portion of the area that we cover. I cover a lot of this area, basically from Bailey to Blackhawk. But I also get on the Front Range. But I got agents in the Front Range, Colorado Springs, Woodland Park, out east, like Elizabeth, Peyton, all those areas. So anywhere, somewhere in Colorado you're trying to go, we got your back. So give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, scroll by a fence. I'm gonna change it. Instead of saying 8 a.m. on Saturdays, I'm just gonna say Saturday mornings. I'll have a little trailer that plays with some mountain segments of other mountain videos so you guys get a little knowledge while you wait. And then we'll get it going. Somewhere right around 8 o'clock is the goal. But I feel bad when I see you guys jumping on and I am still getting my shit together. All right, love you guys. I love this crew. You guys are the best. I love my YouTube peeps. He will change your life. I mean, I'm trying to change your life, you Christian and Allie. But all right, guys, have a great day. I will see you next Saturday.